Manendoso ranwi no chabi. Du rantamana sobu.
Hawait matiwa to turn over there much that the Manila near half an hour out in the Benesh Nema the Kimura and all of the Nilash no na Hauda.
Tonoranda manakan. Ipo inshawa. Tanabewe. Tandi goroto.
Okay. Let's go with toughness. Alright. Let's get back to the Ebon Lock.
More where that came from.
Well, Hanhar, you're kind of just scaring us. I don't want Atten to come rescue me, honestly. I want Hanhar and probably Freya.
More where that came from.
Do that, and then... Let's get that.
Let's settle this. More where that came from. Time to even the odds. More where that came from.
Oh, right. I didn't have this. It's 3 to 8. Pretty sure we can do better.
More where that came from.
Sith mask. What does that do? Ooh. That could be good for Vader or Atton. But we'll leave it for now because Atton kind of sucks right now, his combat. What?
Where that came from. Time to even the odds.
We're gonna have to fight our way there, huh? Just gonna leave me to die at. Nice, sir. Oh, now you come after I kill them all. You bitch.
Geraktada cemense bingar rukutoto und jujamataso benkish manensense. Fela dibonot munikranakada. Der interunto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan gorsadara nane grail gra dalunota choloren.
Can you change our ship's ID signature?
Teriwana jung konata tela guno tuna. Dai rinto ron kawre kare papanala ran shinga. Terache wemeno to torere seni senten.
What? Torrens profits?
Dosane gravalantro kwe wapa teratana chingaradana. Teriwana jung konata tela guno tuna. Dai rinto ron kawre kare papanala ran shinga. Terache wemeno to torere seni senten.
Who should first to send? Let's send. Do we send? Do we send Honor or Beoder? Honestly, I kind of want to send. Let's send Freya. And let's send Honor or Beoder. Send Beoder. Or we could have done Honor and Beoder. But I know I want to do Freya because she has the healing abilities. And that's going to be very helpful. Since we don't really have any med packs. Or points into
Tarana
tree
mosibu
injury.
indasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Mokka kamaran endoso ran no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Tarana mosibu indasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Mokka kamaran endoso ran no chabi. Du rantamana sobu.
Of course they're following us.
I was expecting someone taller. I hope you are not in too much pain to hear my words and understand them. I am Goto, one of the officials representing a percentage of non-sanctioned trading here in both the YouTube system and Republic space. And I had a question for you. Are you a Jedi?
No, I turned from the Jedi long ago.
Indeed. That is unfortunate. Still, perhaps you have some value. I have gone to considerable expense and effort to bring you here. It is because I have a job for you.
Is that why you hired every bounty hunter and assassin in the galaxy?
Assassins? No. Some of the bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa, however, have chosen to interpret my commands in a manner not of my choosing. You are no value to me, dead. If you were a Jedi, they could not kill you anyway. If they could, then you are useless to me. There is something important to me I need protected. The Republic. It is broken. What happened on Peragus has set in motion events that I can no longer control. Not to be melodramatic, but I fear it has broken the galaxy irrevocably. This has occupied much of my attention, and there seems to be no predictable way to resolve the situation.
You chased me all over the galaxy. Wait, let me get this straight. You want me to help the Republic?
In one standard month, the Republic will collapse. Not due to war or secession, but because it lacks the infrastructure to support itself. It is unknown to all but a few, but the Republic lost the Jedi Civil War. At the time of their defeat, the Republic was on the brink of collapse. Rather than remain and continue his campaign against the Republic, however, Revan chose to leave known space. A frustrating turn of events, as a rallying figurehead could have done much to restore order.
So what do you expect me to do about it?
There is something moving in the galaxy that lies beyond the ability of my instruments to detect or predict. I believe it to be a legacy of the Sith, but I have been unable to determine the source. Whatever this presence is, it is staging strikes at key figures throughout the Republic, and through some unknown means, it is causing the destruction of worlds. Qatar, Amiraluka world in the Mid-Rim, was one such place. I have reason to suspect there was a gathering of Jedi on that world when it was rendered lifeless. I cannot find any pattern in these attacks, and it is a source of frustration to me. There is some clue, however, that perhaps the Jedi are linked to these attacks, or that the targets are significant in some way I have yet to discover.
I don't care what happens to the Republic. Let it fall to the Sith.
You misunderstand me. I do not wish to stop the Sith any more than I wish to stop the Jedi. It is simply important to me that the infighting amongst these Jedi religious branches be resolved so the galaxy may be put back together. I do not care which one triumphs. I only want the universe to settle down for a while, catch its breath. All these constant crises are getting somewhat repetitive.
But you're a member of the Exchange. What does it matter?
You could say I am something of a patriot. Although I was unable to serve during the troubles with the Mandalorians or against the aggressors known as Malak and Revan, I am able and willing to serve now. The problem is I can find no side to choose. Both are hidden from me as they seem to be hiding from each other. Irritating. It is like a Dejarik board where neither player can see the other, nor see all the pieces. It is not a fair game, an equitable game.
I don't care for the Republic. The Republic deserves to die. It has been too long suffering as it is.
If you care nothing for the Republic, perhaps finding the source of these Sith and resolving the situation would be to our mutual benefit. There is no margin for error when I say that these Sith seek to murder you and all Jedi everywhere. They have been quite deficient. And when they dispose of you, there will be nothing left to stop them, and the galaxy will fall under their influence.
Then I have no problem helping if you set me free.
Ah, well, there is where we are at cross purposes. I cannot set you free. You have a tendency to cause dangerous repercussions wherever you go, and I would rather keep those to a minimum. The galaxy really is a fragile place right now. I am a businessman. The Republic needs stability to survive, prosper, and grow. Whether it is led by the Sith or supported by the Jedi is of no consequence to me.
Maybe you should pay attention to travels on your own ship.
It is the proximity alarm. We are under attack. Somehow your allies have found you. Unexpected. You will remain here under guard. I must see to the defense of my ship.
Announcement. We seek to make Goto aware of our services, allowing us to facilitate communication and terminate hostilities in the galaxy. If that means blowing up planets, slaughtering entire species, or allying ourselves with the Sith, then that is the logical choice. Our predecessor would never understand our directives. He was slow, weak, and his vocabulary was prone to static.
Ratio this over with. Let's get this over with. This won't take long.
Failing master optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Systems failing, master.
What's going on?
What is it?
Let's go.
He has computer uses, right?
What is it?
Excuse me.
Let me handle this. Let's get that over with.
Ooh, hell yeah.
What's going on?
Yes.
What's going on?
hurt systems.
What is it?
Alright, let's go.
One. Yeah?
Yes.
Huh. No.
Zero. Zero.
It is open.
How do you know that? Last one.
I
Hmm. Well, definitely get that. And get that.
hear you.
Just make sure we haven't missed any any remains. I don't think we have.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's better computer science.
This won't take long.
to search the whole ship.
Let's go.
Oh, what? That was just a waste. No one's on there.
Let's go. What's going on? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Come on, I want the Jedi armor robes. Scan RNG.
Yeah?
Well, what? Before we go to the next planet, we're going to visit all the shops to see if they have them. I know maybe Telos has some. And so when we go back there, we can look. Then when we go back to Nar Shaddaa, we can look there as well.
Let's go.
Because we gotta, you know,
Child's play.
tell Voga that
I'll have
his
this open in no
freighters can
time.
come running, hire a pilot, do the help the family out. I wonder what that's supposed to be, because whatever that's supposed to be, it's fucked.
How do you like that?
You have it now.
They have gotten farther than I calculated. They are very resourceful. But they shall go no farther. Deploy the guard droids. Raise the force fields. We will trap them within the ship. Activate the mines. Let us see how far they get now.
This bitch. You want to do that? Let's go to program. Overload. Turret defensive. Shut down. Is there a remains? No. Oh, and the steam.
Looks like someone's been busy. This is a droid control center, but on a huge scale. It could control thousands of droids on Nar Shaddaa and elsewhere.
I suggest you surrender. Your chances for escaping this vessel are near zero, and your chances of survival are rapidly approaching that number. Your ship and your lives are mine. The only question is how much resources you want me to expend in subduing you.
All of them.
I hear you.
Reagio. Oh,
Yes.
interesting. Let's go with security and repair. Let's do that.
What's going on? I'll have this open in no time. This is too tough for me.
Run. That didn't work. It's over here.
More visitors. I don't know how many more of these pests I can disintegrate. Ah, what remains of the bounty hunters have found me. Now it is time to cue the detonation sequence.
Nosh.
Tonos
Oh my
Emereki.
god.
Wana rakora ci drumta sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rochata.
You're welcome to try, big eyes.
Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha.
How do you like that?
No, you guys have
Mechana creve mopa.
How are they so
Tamasuna
alive?
wanga ma chojane. Anta scream sochi norcha heren me chok windido.
He wounded them and not killed.
You asked for it.
Now they did. Now they're dead. Ah, what a waste of pretty girls.
I hear.
What's interesting is you never actually meet Goto. Like, I mean, like in person. I wonder where he's hiding. He deserved nothing less. I only wished he suffered more. Well, we didn't come to Nar Shaddaa to fight with Prime War. But Zez Kyle wasn't aboard the yacht. We've lost him. Take me there.
If you thought to escape my notice so easily, you would be wrong. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift, this droid. It will serve you well on your journey.
I think your gift is useless.
You would be surprised at how little I care about what you think. As I indicated, this unit will remain with you and guard you. It will also serve as an effective voice for my orders during your journey.
I don't know, it won't try to kill me.
I cannot harm you. You are the key to saving the Republic. Pray that you do not prove yourself otherwise.
Thanks for the droid. Let's get to Nar Shaddaa.
So you have returned from exile, though I do not know why. You were always difficult to read, when you were tied to the Force, and even more when it was lost to you. But I can sense the death of others upon your hands. I know how this will end. But I will answer your questions, if only for some measure of peace. In exchange, I wish only the answer to one. Why have you done this to the Jedi? Was it revenge or something more?
What do you mean?
Whatever this threat is, it leaves echoes in the Force, wounds that do not heal. It is something we had never felt before, until you stood before us in judgment, and we exiled you.
So you blame me?
Yes. Whatever was killing the Jedi, it was something tied to you, something you had experienced, and had survived. Some of us sought to understand you, to find you. It seems we succeeded, even though we thought you were lost to us. Now, as we hoped, you have returned, and you know nothing that could help us. Such irony.
I had other questions.
What I can tell you, I will.
Well, I need to know why you cast me out of order.
We told you it was because you followed Revan to war, but you ask because you are not certain of that answer, nor were we. The day we cast you out, that is the moment I decided to leave the Order, because I do not believe we truly faced the reasons you were exiled, and if we do not examine such truths, then we are already lost. I think it was because we were afraid. It is a difficult thing to live one's life with the Force. To see a vision of what it would be like to be severed from it, it is more frightening than you know.
I have other questions.
Very well.
At the end of my trial, you and the other masters said something had happened to me. What was it?
Ah, so the records of your trial were found. Good. Sometimes I think this galaxy would be a better place if there were less Jedi secrets. But I have no answer for you, as much as I would like to give one. We vowed never to speak of it. And although I would not keep promises to Jedi, I keep promises I make to others. And Kavar was a friend. If we were gathered as one, then the promise might be revoked. Until then, I can say nothing. Very well.
Why did you cut me off from the Force?
Is that what you think? We did no such thing, but it is a technique that has been used as punishment in the past, yes. It is a rare sentence, and to my knowledge it has only been done once, at a moment where a Jedi discipline has failed. What caused your loss, I fear, was different. I am not certain I understand it. We did not understand it fully then, and only recently do I feel we may have become enlightened. The other masters may have more knowledge of this, but I do not. And I do not know if they even live. Does it matter? It seems your power has returned. Perhaps the loss was not a loss at all. Very well.
You know anything about Force bonds and how to end them?
Yes, such bonds are a connection that can be formed at moments of crisis, or in the slow understanding that grows between master and apprentice. It is most common between two beings who are sensitive to the Force. It allows the transmission of feelings, of influence. It was something you were gifted with, as I recall, before your fall. You formed such attachments easier than most, even to those who could feel the Force only faintly. Even Vrook could not ignore it, which is saying something.
I've developed a bond with another, one that is lethal to us both.
That is most unusual and unnatural. I have never heard of a bond of such strength.
How do I end it?
There were a few within the Order who knew more than I did of such bonds, but their students were few, lost in the Mandalorian Wars. It was rumored that Revan studied such bonding deeply, both through the Jedi histories and with certain teachers, before he left the Order and went to war.
What happens now?
Now I must take up the role I was ready to cast aside. This threat has finally revealed itself, and we Jedi will need to stand together. I did not speak fully of what I have felt. Staying on Nar Shaddaa, it is an exile of sorts, one that I have chosen. I, too, lost a Padawan on Malachor, not to the battle, but to the alternative, to the teachings that Revan brought from the unknown regions. And I was not the only Jedi Master to watch a student turn on them.
Your students, your disciples were taught to protect innocents even when you would not.
No, they were not to blame, but many of the Order did so. It was a difficult time, a time of strong emotion. Perhaps the Council, perhaps the Order itself, had grown arrogant in their teachings. It is easy to cast blame, but it is perhaps time the Order accepted responsibility for their teachings and their arrogance, and come to recognize that perhaps we are flawed. Not once did I hear one of the Council claim responsibility for Revan, for Exar Kun, for Ulic, for Malak, or for you. Yet, you were the only one who came back from the wars to face our judgment. And rather than attempting to understand why you did what you did, we punished you instead. Our one chance to see where we had gone wrong and we cast it aside.
Yeah.
And now,
'Cause y'all are
that
fucking
decision
stupid.
has come back to us and may carry with it our destruction. Perhaps there is something wrong in us, in our teachings, and though I tried, I could not cause that thought to leave me, so I left the council. And I was not the only one. That is why many scattered, and why many in the Republic do not trust us, and why we do not trust ourselves. Make no mistake, I am no Jedi. This is the end, you see. After this, there will be nothing, and I think it will be for the best. Do you wish to do battle now? I have nothing more to say.
No, letting you live seems more punishment. It will serve as a lesson to other Jedi, perhaps weaken them with your doubts.
It provides no comfort at all, for reasons in which I still must keep secret. Suffice to say, redemption was not Revan's choice, and I have never believed those of the Council who attempt to console themselves otherwise for the crime they committed.
Is there anything you can teach me?
But we have spoken enough, I think. And words, I think, dull us both. Let us speak through the Force, through sparring. This is a long war, I fear, with many battles left to fight. You will need to conserve your strength when using the Force, if you hope to make it through the long road ahead. This form heightens your affinity to the Force, allowing you to gather your strength faster, even in the midst of combat. Perhaps exile has been good to you indeed. It has certainly not dulled your instincts, nor the speed at which you learn. I shall go to Dantooine, to the ruins of the Enclave. If you gather the others, I will meet you there. And thank you, Exile. You're returning. It is good that you are back among us.
Yeah, you see that now until you find out Rook. Well, until you find out you're the last Jedi. Oh. But the reason I let him live was just so we have someone at the end of the game. On Dantooine. Because it's weird when there's no Jedi there whatsoever, so... we at least need one. To at least do something at the end.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities. Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.